So let's talk air cargo. You're probably asking, what is that? Do I have to go inside the airport? That sounds horrible. Nope. Nope. You don't have to go into the airport, and it's not intimidating. I felt super nervous the first time my wholesaler was like, oh, we're just gonna air cargo those flowers to you and you can go pick them up outside of Oklahoma City's airport. And I was just like, oh, what is that? That sounds like super terrifying and just a big hassle. But it is not. It is the best way to ship your fresh flowers if that is an option for you. So I know FedEx is more convenient, but it sometimes is unreliable. There's delays. And the great thing about cargo is the flowers are kept cold and they're loaded onto passenger planes and sometimes often flown direct to that city and arrive that same day where it sits in a cooler. So biggest misconception is it's not in the airport. You don't have to pay to park. It has a physical address that you drive up to. You walk in, you give them their air bill number, and the cool thing is anybody can pick up your package for you. As long as they have the air bill number, then they can pick it up. So you can send your fiance or your mom or your friend, and that's really convenient. They also have really amazing hours. A lot of them are open super early in the morning and they close super late at night. Now the pandemic has kind of changed, I think, some of the hours, but they're always like pretty liberal. Okay, so why it's better. For one, I have way less delays. With FedEx overnight shipping, I would say I see about 8 to 10% of my orders be delayed with FedEx. Like they get stuck in Memphis, they don't make that connecting flight, and so the client doesn't get their flowers until the next day. So that is always very stressful for a bride or groom when that happens. And I've only had a delay with cargo one time, and that was due to severe weather. So that's pretty good odds, and it's always next flight guaranteed. So if it misses a connection, they will guarantee have that box on the next flight. So a lot of times, like I said, we'll ship it out that morning, it will arrive that night, and you can see it on tracking. There is tracking with Southwest Cargo and Alaska Cargo. And it says something like on hand or arrived, but that means that it's ready to be picked up, and that's kind of confusing. But if you're nervous, just call the cargo station. You can look up their phone number and you can call direct to that ticket number. And that's another reason why I love them, because when I get flowers shipped into Oklahoma City, they'll usually call me first. They'll say, Amy, like, we have your flowers. When are you gonna come get them? They're sitting in a cooler. So that just makes it really convenient for me, and if I don't have time to look at tracking, I can just call and ask, are my flowers there? Let's see, so anybody can pick it up, direct flights, next flight guaranteed, the cold chain isn't broken, very low chance of delays, and then Southwest has incredible customer service. Now let's talk about Alaska. They don't have as good as, like, nobody has as good a customer service as Southwest. I do like Alaska, and the reason why I utilize them is they go to the hard to reach states like Montana, Wyoming, Dakotas. I'm talking to you. That is very remote, and it's very hard to get FedEx overnight to those states. A lot of times they're delayed. I would say about 30 to 40% of packages trying to get up to the Montanas, it really takes 2 days. That's why cargo to me is so important. So if you are up in those remote places, and even if you've got to drive an hour or two, it is really worth it. Like as a florist, when I do destination weddings, that's what I would do. I would just put on like a good My Favorite Murder podcast, or, you know, This American Life, or whatever calms you. Maybe it's some Tara Brach. And just get in the car or have somebody else go fetch those flowers for you. I know it's way more convenient to have the flowers come directly to your home, but the week of your wedding, you're gonna be super busy. We don't want you to miss that delivery. And it is kind of nice that you get to control when you pick up your flowers. So there's like some scheduling control there, which I think is nice. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And just know that when you're checking out, when you put in your shipping address, based on that shipping address, it will give you the options for your state. And I know it's kind of a little confusing of like, why do I need to put in my shipping address if I've got to go pick up the flowers? Well, Shopify, like, there's no way for me to take that out. So when you put in your shipping address and you get to the part of checkout where it gives you the options, just read through them slowly. We might have a lot listed for your state. Just be thorough, make sure that you're picking the right one, because fresh flowers, it's important. It's not shipping a t-shirt, which is why we are so particular and we have so many different options, is we're trying to get these flowers to you in the best way possible and to keep them cool, and yeah, just trying to mitigate the chance of delays. But if you have any questions, holler. We're so happy to answer them. And then we're gonna have a short little video just kind of showing you how unintimidating it is. So thank you.
Hi, I'm here to pick up an order for Lastly.
Lastly,
Yes.
I've got 2 boxes, it looks like, right here, about 40 pounds. Looks like it was all prepaid. So I just need you to sign. That keypad's going to come up here in just 1 second. When it comes up, if you would just sign.
What's the last 4
and
digits,
hit
Dave?
accept. It is 5985.
All right,
5985. 2 pieces, please, sir. That is beautiful. All right, we'll print you a copy right here. So, get a copy of that for you. He is getting those out of the cooler. We always like to keep all our fresh flowers in the cooler.
Oh,
Keep it fresh.
fantastic.
So we got a copy coming off right here. Most of the time when they pick up, after you sign here and I print you an airplay bill, what we will do is we'll bring them right out here to the dock.
Okay.
If you'll back up right there next to the red ramp,
Okay.
to that center door,
Uh-huh.
we will get you loaded up. I'll print your copy right here
Okay.
and nothing to it. All
Awesome.
right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay.
You ladies have a great day.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Look, and it just like, it fits. It fits. I'm so happy it fits.
Say.